Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways. And today I'm going to show you how to make a very easy, super simple, yet pretty cloth wreath. So for today's little project, all you're going to need is some cloth, whatever kind of cloth you want. Right here I have a burlap that has little flecks of gold in here. And you can use just one type, as I am, or you can use several. It's just really up to you how you want to do it. Some scissors, and then a wreath. This is a metal wreath that I picked up at Wally World, but you can get them pretty much at any kind of craft store. This is a metal wreath, and it has 4 of these metal bands going around it. But go ahead and pick up whatever you think is going to work best for you. To get your fabric ready, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut strips that are between 7 and 8 inches long. And if you need to get your tape measure for that like I do, then go ahead and do that. Because you're going to, that's about as long as you want them. And you know, it just goes on however wide your fabric is. I just turn it and then I make each strip around 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. I mean, go ahead and try different widths if you like with your wreath and see what works best. But I have found that at least with this burlap, that is an ideal width for me. And so we're just going to cut up a bunch of these and I'll show you how to start doing it. Alrighty, I started this one a little bit and I have some on the top, 2 bands, and then some on the inner 2 bands. And this is what I did, and it is so simple, you guys. You're going to love this. Take one of your pieces of cloth, just tuck it, go underneath that and just tie it into a knot. That's all you're going to do is tie this into a knot. And you're going to want to tie it fairly tight because you don't want it coming loose. And that's all you do, is you go around and you keep tying these knots. Now, as you go around, you'll kind of figure out, do you need longer strips, shorter strips, thicker, wider or more narrow? It's all up to you. You can do different things with this however you want. This would be great if you had maybe a contrasting color on the inside, or maybe if you had a contrasting pattern or color and you did 2 or 3 of one color and then 1 or 2 of a different one. It kind of give it almost a speckled effect. And I did start cutting the pieces of fabric on the outer 2 a little bit longer than on the inner 2 because this is, it's shorter. So then if I had them as long on the inside, that might poof out a little too much compared to the outside. So basically, this is all you're going to do. You're going to just tie that knot around real tight. And when you start getting more, you can play with it a little bit, fluff them up, move stuff. Like I'll probably cut some of these strings coming off of the burlap. Just tidy it up a little bit. But this is so simple, you guys, and it's great for people like me who aren't, super creative and who's, really good at doing this kind of stuff. And it's inexpensive. I mean, you can buy stuff like this already made for 3 times or more the amount of what you're going to spend. A lot of people have leftover cloth from other projects, or you could use anything like pillowcases or bed sheets, something with a cute pattern on it. You could do your wreath just for year round, or you could do it special for certain holidays. You know, it's something fun to do, and it's something you know, you'll have for a long time that you didn't have to spend a lot of money on. I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll see how it turns out. Okay, well, it's all finished and I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm probably gonna snip a little here and there and just tidy it up a bit, but overall I think it turned out great. I think it'll look great on our front door, maybe with a little solar spotlight come this Christmas, and it'll just go great with the off-grid cabin, you know, being as it's just rustic and simple looking. But if you get closer, I'm hoping you guys can see this. Can you see the little glints of gold in there? So it's really pretty, and I'm happy with how it turned out. And I hope you guys make one yourselves, and I hope it turns out wonderful for you too. And let me know in comments if you do, and if you've done it before and how well it turned out for you, because I'd like to know. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. It was nice of you to do that. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be awesome too. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.